Hey peeps, this is going to be the last video obviously for 2018. It's been a pretty awesome year. Let's take you back to the early 80s with a young Razz. So at age 7 I started racing BMX on a bike that my brother Glenn and I built from mostly second-hand parts. Raced for about 3 years locally and all over Queensland in state titles until our local track got bulldozed. From there we just rode where we could, from homemade dirt jumps, gullies, creek jumping. 1992 came and the Australian titles for BMX were being held in Cairns, about an hour drive from where I was born and where I was living. So I bought a second-hand Diamondback reactor off a mate, joined the Cairns BMX club and started training about 3 months out. So I ended up racing in the 17-year-old boys and coming 16th in Australia. I didn't race again after that, but I continued riding for fun through until 1996 as a 21-year-old. So I've got a little bit of footage here of some of the antics that we got up to. Sorry about the quality of the video, but it's a video of a video, so check this out. Also during the late 80s through to the mid 90s, I had mates that were racing motocross and supercross. At one of the international supercross events in Cairns, I got to meet two 18-year-old Americans by the name of Mike Metzger and Brian Deegan. If only we knew back then that these boys were going to end up being crusty demons and metal militia. I was very fortunate that a lot of the mates that I grew up with allowed me to ride their bikes, as I couldn't afford a bike back then. But anyway, thanks to all those mates, Alan, Raymond, Aaron, Jared, Ronald and Wayne. Thanks boys for letting me ride your bikes over the years. In 1996 I left my hometown and moved to the opposite end of Queensland. Didn't ride BMX or motorbike for 20 years after moving to where I am now. At the age of 39 I decided to buy a BMX and start riding flatland. So, and yes, I do have video of that in the archives. Maybe we should check some of that out. Let's have a look at that. So this inspired a good mate of mine, Chow, aka Andrew, to buy a BMX. He started riding park at the local indoor skate park. He then encouraged me to do the same, which I did. My might see a little bit of video here of me at the indoor park. Chow then went on to buy a dirt bike, and after a year of peer pressure I finally folded and bought my first motorbike. He then sold his motorbike and Razz was on his own, no one to ride with. But luckily enough I came across HBTR, Harvey Bay Trail Riders, on Facebook and met their founders Luke and Ben. Then through HBTR I met this guy called Willie T. Him and another guy called Budgie. Soon adopted their riding style of side-by-side, handlebar to handlebar racing through the trails. Met Josh and Nat from MVDBR Enduro. This is where my love for editing videos was kicked into overdrive and Make-N-Trax burst into life. I'd just like to thank all those people who've helped me to be where I am today, family, friends, subscribers. Finally, the most important piece of the puzzle is my wife, Simone. Thank you for supporting me. From many long days spent travelling away riding bikes to countless hours spent in front of the laptop editing videos, and not to mention the new 2017 KTM 450. Love you, babe. So yeah, thanks everyone. It's been an awesome year. Hope to make more awesome videos. Catch you soon, peeps.